Hello, my name's Steve and welcome to the Seaside Allotment channel. We're not at the allotment today, I've just got back, but I thought I'd just do a quick update on the Christmas tomatoes. And yeah, I was determined to try and get some tomatoes for Christmas, and I'll actually do a video when we do the Christmas harvest to see whether I actually manage it. But yeah, let's just have a look at how they're going. I'll talk a little bit about what I did. So basically, I'll just go through the tomato year for me. I'm starting off in December now. I've just taken some cuttings off the tomatoes that I'm just going to show you, and I've got those under grow lights now in a little pot of water, and so I'll be potting those up in a few weeks time, and hopefully they will be my earliest tomatoes. And I'm going to sow some in January, and those are going to be early varieties, and I'll show you the details of those. And then in February I'm going to do another sowing of the early varieties and the main crops that are going to go in the polytunnel and in the conservatory. Then in March I'll sow the outdoor varieties, and in April I'll sow another succession of the April varieties. And then finally in August I'll sow the winter varieties, which are the ones I'm going to show you now. So I do two successions of the winter varieties, and this is the first succession at the beginning of August, and then I'll do another one a bit later on in August. And you can kind of hold them back just by giving them a bit less light. So if you want to get a succession going, just put some in the shade if you just want to do one sowing. And you can see these are doing really nicely, but I don't think these will last till Christmas because we're eating these at a fair old rate now, and pretty much all of these are ripe. At the back of the conservatory, getting a bit less light, are these plants, and this one gets the most light, and you can see that starting to ripen up nicely. But I think they probably 3 weeks time, just over 3 weeks, maybe all of those will have ripened up. But if they haven't, then I've got this plant here, and this one is just starting to ripen. So you can just see maybe the first one ripening there, and then again I've got another plant here, and this one's looking pretty good, and it's just the odd one starting to ripen in there. And this corner, that's actually ripening up pretty well. Not that many tomatoes on this one for some reason, but I've got some flowers on it, so I've been pollinating these to see if I can get another succession out of them. But we are starting to get some variegation on the leaves now, so they're not at the best, these plants, but they're doing okay. One final plant, again this one's just finishing the flowers on this one, so it'll be interesting to see. And it's also note maybe the odd leaves now getting a little bit of mould on them, so I keep an eye on them and just pinch those leaves off, and I just pollinate the flowers just by doing this, moving between the plants. That's all I do every few days. So I'm pretty pleased with these, quite confident now that I'll get some Christmas tomatoes. I am hoping that the cuttings that I've taken will do well. That's it, maybe the shortest video on record, but anyway, I hope that was interesting, and I'll see you soon.